Bruh, third time is a charm, yo. My ghost or whosoever just fucked with my mic, so we start over again. Let's start it over, yo, and hope it goes well this time. Yes, I was saying, yeah. Yesterday, I was here minding my business, like chilling. But first, I was like, I slept. I slept really good. So my night has been a very, very good night. I've slept so magical, like a baby, like a little baby. Those were my words. And then yes, I was like, I was here yesterday, sitting, minding my business, fixing my hair, or no, I was fixing my CV. Sorry. Then afterwards, I fixed my hair. But I was here sitting, fixing my CV, so that I can apply for job. I felt like my CV needed to be redone by me, and I did it my own version. It was a funny CV, you could say. It was a funny, but also it was me. And yes, whilst I was doing that, I was so concentrated and everything. My post box, someone opened my post box. I, oh, that scared the shit out of me. Like, I don't know the way the person that opened it must have been someone with a lot of anger, like a lot of anger that opened my door. Cause I felt scared. It was like, oh Jesus. But yes, I checked what they posted or what they came with, and it was a paper or a letter from the police, from Flemingsberg here. And I was like, okay. It was four papers, and all of the papers, like, it truly did not say what they were calling me for. It's like I got a date to go there on the 28th. I don't know. It seems like they gave me a lawyer or some type of shit. I really don't know. And yeah, how it was a lot of big words. Like, that's what I feel like they put. It's like an EVAR version. They use a lot of big words and shit that it makes no fucking sense. It's like, bruh, okay. And yeah, but it did not. It did not really explain. It's just they're calling me for something, or I'm being accused. It seems like for something, and what it does not say, and who is it does not say. It just said my name and then some type of lawyer and shit, and I was like, okay. And but I'm gonna go there on the 28th of March next month. So it's like, we'll see. But what came to my head whilst I was holding the paper and everything was a night when I was out doing my walk. And it's like, if I leave my house on one direction, it's like, they normally, I feel like I have people that have been watching my routes. They've been putting people to like try to irritate me, and also like to keep me going in zigzag. They put especially when we're walking on one path or like a road, then they will put one person, also especially if they're walking from the other direction, also apart from me, the other direction that I'm walking. And they'll put one person first on the left side. Okay, then they'll put one person on the left side, and then I will start walking on the right side. And then they will change. They will put another person on the right side where I'm walking, as that's walking towards me. And then another one on the left side. It's like, then they want me to be going in between, like remember, we are going like in zigzag. Remember, no, keep to the way. You guys watch where the first person is walking, and you stick to that lane, like, and then I'll stick to the lane that I'm walking at. But no, they wanna sit. Remember, nay, and it has been happening a lot. People with kids, bound van, old people, also all types. Also sometimes yes, you can show respect when you feel like yes, this is an elderly and like I can. But when you have seen not 4, not 5, not 6, not it's like fuck respect back, fuck elderly. You see the way they act, you see like the bullshit, man. But fuck that shit. So yes, it was this night. I was out walking, and we were just by and I was just by the leaves, or like this Arab shop up here where I live. But Val's leaves. I was almost there, and I was by there, the road on the other side where they park or have the cars parked there, and. There was I was walking and there was another lady walking on the other on the opposite the opposite side. So but we were like walking towards each other. She was on the inner part and I was like on the outer by the car. Yes, I was walking by the car, or I had the car beside me. So she was walking on the inside part. She was walking there, like, but as we were getting closer, like, closer towards each other, she started changing her lane and started walking where I was walking. I was like, girl. And she's like, she's not even watching where she's going, but she knows. Also she had her phone, but she was not listening. And it's like, when I walk, you hear also, and I was wearing my boots those times, you hear my steps, like you cannot say. And I could also, I was listening music also, she could hear that, like, girl, my, how do you call it, my earpiece, how my phone was, the volume was up, and I make noise, so she cannot tell me she did not hear me. Nah, nah, nah. And it's like we started getting closer to each other. I put out my stick because I could see she is not gonna move, and I also was not about to move. Like, I was sticking to the lane that I've walked, and she switched, and it's like you did not even watch when you're switching, and it's like, okay, let's go. And I had my stick. My stick that time I had two ends on them. It was an end that is more like a round end, and then the other end, it's a sharp end. It's much sharper than the opposite end. So I put the end towards her that's not sharp, and I had the sharp part towards me, like in case to block us from nodding each other kill, because I could see we were about to clash. So it's like I put my stick in between, or like, yeah, held it in between to like, and it stopped her anyway from hitting me or coming towards me. It gave us a few centimeters apart from each other. So yes, once that happened, she took her head up because she had a hoodie. She was dressed in all black, had a hoodie and everything on her. She took her head up, and then it was like, she had like this anger, what are you doing? And I'm like, why aren't you watching where you're going? And then she's like, is this your road? So then this is what can happen, so if you don't watch where you're going. She tried to draw my stick away from me, or like till, but she did not get the stick. And once while she did that, I took the stick and like took it. I hit her with it, and she came with a force and tried to take it again a second time. And I pushed her, and then I hit her again with the stick. The second hit, that I believe it hurt her. It got to her because she became like a child. Alltså she became like a child. Det gjorde ont. Jag kunde se det gjorde ont på henne. Hon fick den här lilla mamma. Alltså that step, and started walking away from me. Yeah, she started walking away from me then. Because the second one, it gave that. But that was the incident that came into my head. I was like, oh, maybe, but if that was it, like, girl, you were in the wrong. You were in the wrong, definitely. You should have watched it. If I am in the wrong, first I try to protect you by putting my stick up. I could have just like, boom, really hit you in a way, like, and not really give a fuck. But I try to put you were in the wrong. Definitely, you were in the wrong. and also in the wrong trying to take the stick away from me. When I put, also you could just like, oh, say what you needed to say and then kept it moving, but you wanted to show something, and I don't know why. Like, yeah. Also, yesterday was everything. That lady, it was a very curvy lady. She was not also. She was like by my breast. Yes, her height, hennes längd, yeah, her height, she was like by my breast. And she had ass, or she was curvy. I saw the ass, I saw ass. I saw a lot of ass on her. And it's like, I started thinking if it's not the same lady that was working in the Arab shop. And it's like that night they just covered her up, or like dressed her up in all black and everything, because the curves, I saw her shape. She had shape that night. That lady, the lady that I met, or that I had the incident with, she had, boom, a really big ass. Oh, curvy. She was very curvy. Yeah, very very like the one in the Arab shop, like the one in the Arab shop that worked there. And I was like, huh? Oh, well, if it was her, then she paid for wearing my dress. Yeah, she paid for wearing my dress. She paid for that shit. And oh, she also got a bonus. Bonus by me insulting her. Like, det var bonus det där. So if that's her that went to the popo, then we'll see there and talk it out. Or whatever she wants to do, then we do it. And if it's like it's the bus driver or any of that old shit, it's like, wow, after how many months, it's coming. Like, it's now. It's coming. Anyways, I will be there. A part of me wanted to throw it away, but I'm like, no, let me put it. How do you call it? I took a little, vad heter det? A little tape, and then I tape it on my trash, or not in the trash, but on the trash door. So it's like whenever I open my kitchen, I see it. I know it's trash, but it's still a trash I need to take care of, or I need to go and deal with, or see what type of trash it is. What type of trash it is. But I was like, oh, okay. But it was nice anyway. It was close. It was Flemingsberg. It's not far, so it's good. And I've only been to Flemingsberg, I think, one time. Yeah, when I went to fix my passport. Was it? Yeah, it was when I fixed my passport. The first time ever. Yeah, it was there I went, Flemingsberg. And the second time was Globen. Yeah, Globen. So I'm gonna go anyways and see. But hey, if it's that, well, here you have my version anyways. But I try to protect, or like keep her away from me. Like, and she came for my stick. And then went through. Also, just think about it. You guys are police officers as well. When someone try to take your weapon away from you, and they do not succeed, what do you do with your weapon then? You try to protect yourself, because if they succeeded in taking the weapon away from you, what do you think they were gonna do with it? Probably hit you with it, or shoot you, or whatever it is. She could have done with with the stick, if she would have had the stick on her hand. So it's just, she did not got my stick. It was mine, or my one. My bibbidi bobbidi boof. It belongs to me. So it's like, you cannot. It's like Thor's hammer. Like, you cannot take his hammer just like that from him. Like, fuck no. So yes, that was what happened. If that's the bus, if it's the bus driver, we have already talked that one, and I've said I've said what I needed to say, and I said also what I did was wrong. But he was the one more in a bigger wrong. But I was in wrong in the bus that I did not get off the bus when it was the last station. That was very wrong of me. Like, but the bus driver, that same bus was supposed to come back. It was just something more. He wanted violence, or whosoever he was working for wanted violence. Like, I have lived in Skarpnäck, especially that area. There was a hotel there before, or like a vandrahem social. They booked for me there, and I stayed there almost maybe like 3 months, 3 to 4 or so. So I was hopping from different hotels or vandrahem, how you wanna call it, and I was living there. And I would take the bus from there, come to Aminat. I'll be here the whole day, like here in Rågsved, and then go there and sleep. Like, so it's like I knew the bus always, and it was never a problem, never ever a problem. It was just this nasty man. It was just this nasty man wanted something else, and whatever he wanted, he got it. Like, it did not get it. I'll say he did not get it to the satisfaction that I would have wanted him to get, but it's because he had a lot of also boosters, hateful ass motherfuckers surrounding him, boosting his energy and shit. If it was just me and him, I swear that part, one of us would have ended up in the emergency room. Like, one of us would have ended up in the emergency room. A brutally way. I swear that day, a brutally way. Whosoever, I don't know. But it would have been good to see. It would have been good to see, but there were people there like boosting him up. So he felt like, he could do nasty ass. I've seen his wife, but the wife, I stopped seeing her since a day that I I blasted, and that was his wife. Even that same old fool bus driver, when I really think about it, I've seen him times that I used to go to the library. Yes, when I used to go to the library and sit there and like, I did not have internet at home. So, and my phone, I did not even have the internet there too, and the money was not coming in that much for me to buy it. Buy, or I was waiting for a reply from social, I think, those times. Yeah, one of the two. But anyways, I would go to Högdalen and sit there at the library. I've seen him there. I've seen him, or he has come whilst I was sitting. I'll come to that part. Because normally we would sit on the same part, because it's like when the sun is shining, it comes through. It shines best there, and it's warmer. It's a nice place to sit, anyways. So a few times, maybe like 3-4 times, and then also I've seen him, or like the lady. I've seen the woman waiting by the train station. And then he has come to like hug or play with the baby, and like, I don't know, give her something, give her money or so. Yes, that was what it looked like the last time, or the time that I saw her with the woman. That's why when later I started seeing the woman, I was like, this face, I recognize this face. But and then it hit, like, I've seen. She was standing by the train station, and then he came and hug, or like give her money, because he did not kiss her. It was no love in that way. Just give her a little, like, a peck, hug, and then he was like buju 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 boo with the baby in the van. Really buju buju buju, and then it kept on. Or I think I went out of there because the bus. I was waiting for the bus. Yes, it was my stealing days. I was going to Lillholmen. I was going there to steal. So I was waiting, and then Papa, the Lord, they show him, Lord and behold. But I've seen that man before. I've seen him. I have. Even before I knew he was a bus driver, before I saw him on that bus in Huding. That was the first time me ever seeing him as a bus driver in Huding. But I did not recognize him then. I saw everything. It clicked now, like, yeah, I did not recognize him then. But I've seen him. He has seen me. I've even said hi to him when I've met him in the library. I've said hi to him, showed respect, but they are useless. Useless motherfucker. Maybe he thought I was in the library for something else. I went there. You can ask them when they pass. I'll be watching my movie or just doing my thing on my phone, like just whoop. Or if I feel like borrowing a book, I borrow. I look around, mostly like the English children part or teenage section. I'll be looking there and like see, because normally when I've taken borrowed a book from the adult English, also it's confusing. It's very confusing. So it's just like, okay, let me go back. Let me go back. I feel like the teens are more easy explained, or easy words, easy vocabulary that you can that makes sense. Like, because some of this shit now they write, it makes no fucking sense. It's like, bruh, Jesus. But it's just to confuse people. It's just to confuse, or to sound smart in a different type of way. It's like, just make the thing fucking easy to understand, y'all. They're so enkelt. Use easy words to understand. Herregud. It's when they don't want you to understand fully what they are talking about. That's when they do like that. When they want to keep you, and then later they'll be like, oh, men förstod du vad vi menar? And then they take it over, they take it up with you and then start explaining. And when they are talking, looking at you like a dummy. Mamba, bitch, y'all. Bitch, y'all. Come here. Anyways, yes, that was it. Flemningsberry, y'all. You will see me on the Twitter. And even, yes, why I did not throw the paper. They said, like, they put on it, if I do not show up, it could be, if the case is that important, I could be fined 4,000. And they could come and pick me up, and it could go either way. So I was like, okay, bitch. Okay, Flemningsberry, bitch, no problem. I'ma put it there. I'ma put it there. Then they come with the pengar, and then it's like, the popo coming to pick one up. It's better I go. Det är bättre än man går dit själv än att de kommer. It's better that way. That's how I always say it. It's better you go than they come. And now they have called me. So it's a kalelse. The other shit, it was never a kalelse or whatever thing they said. Also, I've gotten another police type of report like this, but it was not the same. No, that one too was a lot of paper with a lot of mix and match shit. But no, nothing explained. But here they gave me a time, they gave me a date, and also like a little explanation. It did not say. It truly did not say, no. But when I held the paper, what I felt, it's from that night. It was from that night. So, and we'll see. You see the ghost? It let this one play. Yeah. And yesterday, he smacked my plate off my hands. I was like, I made like this, like a pancake thing. But the oil, I don't know, it got like a lot of oil in it. But it's like a part of me wanted to save it, but I was like, I need to throw it. But I was putting it to save, and then the plates just smack off my hand, like, throw it. And it was like someone saying, throw it. And I was like, Jesus, I threw it. Like, okay, Papa. Alltså verkligen. It's like verkligen like, shit. Disrespect, and it broke a little, or just on the side. It was nothing big that needs to be thrown out. No, it does not. Jeez. And the drug so far is so good, but I put it up the shelf, or up my shelf, and just chill, but I've not been aggressive with it. No, I have not, and that I'm proud of myself. I am. Uh, it's easy to say than do. Like, before, if I would when I've had, like I said, I'll finish the whole shit before I could rest. And it was easy for me to talk and be like, oh, say drug addict this, drug addict that, when I did not have. But when I've had now, and like the fact that I can control myself and just not touch or gå towards it, I'm proud. Jag är stolt, ja. Stolt som fan över mig själv. Ja, Mr Popo, jag sa det. Jag är stolt över mig själv. Att jag kan motstå. Att jag kan verkligen motstå. Och då säger jag, det räcker nu och göra något annat. Vila och ta hand om henne. Ta hand om mig själv. Jag utvecklar. Hej! Som människa. Hej! För så är jag stolt, ja. Jag är verkligen stolt över mig själv. Det är jag. Nu måste vi gå och kissa. Jag känner blåsan. Håller på att trycka till. I'm gonna deliver the, how you say, the water baby. Oh, jeez. Vet när man går upp ibland snabbt. And then it's like the brain is settling. The brain was ling, but now it's settling. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Vad ska jag gå? The magic number. Yes, it is. It's a magic number. Somewhere in the world there's a magic number, and 3 is the magic number. Hey, 3. I remember those times. I loved calling Evelyn or anyone that had 3. Because once you were waiting in line, that was the song, or waiting for someone to pick up your call. That was the song you heard. It was like, 3 is the magic number. Oh. Release some gas. Okay, guys. Yeah. I've talked to what I needed to. Or, yeah. I have talked about what I needed to talk about. Get it out. So yes, it seems like nature number 2 is calling, and I don't think some of you will want to hear it. So we'll talk some other time. Deuces, y'all.